Check, 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 check. Good afternoon and welcome to WPI for the CRIM-WCC specialty meet with distance. This is, like I mentioned, the 13 and over session. You're seeing warm up right now. Alongside Tracy Gagnon, I am Jeremy Abreu. We'll be bringing you all of the action here this afternoon from WPI on this beautiful fall day. Good session this morning with the 12 and under. Should be another great session this afternoon. With the 13 and overs, we'll kick it off with relays, event 29, mixed 13 and over, 200-yard medley relay. Little steamy up here on the broadcast deck at WPI, but it's okay. We're going to make things work. We're happy that you could join us here this afternoon. Happy that you could join us. Music is pumping in here, folks, so I can tell you I can't do anything about how loud it is. If you can hear the music, I really apologize. They have the output of their PA mixer on like torch mode, so it's super loud. And unfortunately, my microphone is so sensitive that it picks just about everything up. So here we are, folks. Here we are. So beautiful day at WPI. I think they have a soccer game and a field hockey game here. WPI swimming is actually at Holy Cross facing off against Assumption and Clark College. I'm with you, folks. I'm with you. Just double multitasking at the moment. Event 29 will be the first event of the afternoon. Listen, here's what I want from all of you folks on there today. Please jump into the live chat. All you got to do is put your name in, click the little checkbox. Let's make this interactive this afternoon. We get a lot of swimming. As you know, we don't always talk about all swimming all the time. You know, we'll mix in some Halloween talk, some other talk, sports, current events, news, all that good stuff. So jump into the live chat. I am always interested to see who is out there listening, who you're rooting for. If there's any shout-outs you'd like me to get on air, please be happy to put them into live chat. I'd be happy to shout out your swimmers. We're scheduled to get started at 3:30. We're still in the final warm-up right now, so we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back at the start, which is probably in about seven and a half minutes, but I'll be back in about 3 to 4 minutes here, and we'll get this thing rocking and rolling. All right, so we're back here at WPI. The pool has been cleared. Seems like we're getting ready to have some swim action. We're going to kick off with the relays, event 29. Mixed 13 and over 200-yard medley relay. Only 3 teams in the initial heat. Crimson South E, Tritons B, Crimson South D. You'll see a recurring theme in this meet. There's a lot of Crimson teams here. Multiple Crimson teams on deck here this afternoon. Gators, Seekonk, Holyoke Vikings, Tritons, Solo Aquatics, Gators. I said Gators, and there's probably 6 different Crimson branches here. This is a Crimson-hosted meet by Peter Zeiger, doing a great job putting this meet together. Big thank you as well to all of the WPI staff for managing a great operational staff for everyone here on deck. Big thank you to all of the volunteers, timers, and everyone else.
Welcome to the Saturday 13 and over session of the 2022 Crimson Aquatics October Team Specialty Meet. We'll begin momentarily with event 29, the mixed 13 and over 200-yard medley relay.
Medley relay will begin momentarily. So for the audience here, just to recap in some Boston sports action, it was the Celtics over the Heat last night, 111-104. Celtics improved to 2-0 on the young season, so nice road win in Miami. They'll square off against Orlando today. Patriots will play the Chicago Bears Monday night at Gillette. Mac Jones or Bailey Zappi, who's it going to be? We'll see Monday night. And in baseball action, even though the Red Sox aren't in it, we can all root for the Astros as hard as that may be. They are up 2-0 in the ALCS. Game 3 this afternoon in the Bronx. Or it might be tonight. I don't know if it's this afternoon or tonight. It's today, folks, so if you're interested, look it up. College football action, I do know we have Clemson and Syracuse facing off in a battle of unbeatens. They may already be playing right now. Alabama's playing Mississippi State. So it looks like we are ready to go. We are 3:30 on the dot, so we should be getting the ball rolling. Looks like there's some... Oh, they're ready. Scorer's table giving it the thumbs up, ready to go. Oh, look at this. We have Barbara joining us, rooting on her granddaughter, Sadie. I'll give her a... Tracy, I have to give you a hi, hun. Barbara, Tracy's right next to me. I'm terrorizing her this afternoon. I gave her the hi, hun, though, so we're all good. Good luck to Sadie, too. Barbara checking in from New Hampshire. All right, so I don't know what the delay is. Here we go. There's the whistle. We're ready to get started, folks. Heat 1, event 29, Heat 1. Crimson E in lane 4, Amherst B in lane 5, Crimson South D in lane 6. We're off and running on this beautiful fall day in Worcester, Massachusetts at WPI. Happy you can join us here on abrewmediaproductions.com at this beautiful pool on the campus of WPI, hosting the CRIM-WCC specialty meet with distance. If you're new to the stream, you'll always see the event, the heat, the description, and the running timer on the bottom right. You'll see on the transition here, you should see the team or whoever's leading and the delta of the other teams behind them. And of course, prior to the race and at the finish, you'll see the names, the lanes, and the times. So Happy you can join us here. Tritons B leading the way in lane 5 right now. They will continue to lead the way. So one thing that's a little wonky, folks, you may notice this today, the touchpads have been performing average at best. So what that means is the data that you see on your screen might not always be correct. I'll do my best to tell you when it's on point and when it's not on point. But anything that you see on the screen here, it's the same that's being displayed on the scoreboard here at WPI. So I'm just a receiver of the data feed. Check Meet Mobile at the end for the official times, because that will be where the official times are posted. It doesn't happen as much with the older kids, but for the younger kids, there are a lot of soft touches at the wall. With the older kids, it doesn't happen as much. With the younger, yes, it does. So Tritons will finish up here. They'll be our first victor of the day. 2:11:42 for the Tritons. Looks like Crimson D will take second. And see, they must have had a soft touch at the wall. No time. Nothing on the scoreboard for them either here. So that's Crimson South E will take third at 2:25:90, and we're well underway. So we'll move on to heat number 2 of 3. Heat 2 in the water. Crimson South F in lane 1. Crimson E in lane 2. Crimson South E in lane 3. Crimson South B in lane 4. Crimson South D in lane 5. Crimson D in lane 6. Amherst A in 7. Amherst B in 8. Crimson South C in lane 9. Lane 10 is open. So when I said there were a lot of different Crimson teams here today, there are quite a few. Crimson South D leads the way early in lane 5, going from left to right. Sturdy NP, that must be none other than Robin Gagnon checking in. Who else would identify themselves by their title and where they work? You go, Robin, you show them you're a nurse practitioner, not a CNA, right? Sadie Gagnon's mom checking in. Crimson South D continuing to lead the way. Believe this is their third swimmer already. Maybe second. I don't know. We're trying to maintain focus up here. We got a good crowd in the stands. Up at the broadcast booth, I have Coach Mike Connors, his wife Robin, my wife Jen, Tracy Gagnon helping out, my daughter Avery. We got a full crew up here for all this exciting action. Should be a great afternoon at WPI. Amherst Tritons A in lane 7 is leading the way, although Tritons B has now overtaken them. So the freestyler in lane 8 absolutely flying. And it looks like it will be Tritons B. 1:59:30, so they break 2 minutes. They take it. Amherst A takes second. Crimson D takes third. That will take us to our third and final heat of the relays here this afternoon. There are your lane assignments. Once again, it's a pool full of Crimson, with an Amherst Triton sprinkled in lane 3. Great underwater in lane 3 by the Triton swimmer. I believe that's Luke Jaguar. Another great underwater. Same with lane 5. So lane 5, I think that was Carrick Shea. Crimson South A leading the way. Crimson A second, Amherst A third. 0.3 of a second apart, our top 3 teams. Breaststrokers are in the water. I think that's Teddy Sun. Or maybe this is Teddy Sun for the Tritons. Tritons A in lane 3 still leading the way. So freestylers are in the water for the top 2 teams. Amherst A, Crimson South A, Crimson A. All of the freestylers are in. Here comes Crimson South A in lane 5. Keep an eye on them. I think that's Andrew Kim. And he will propel Crimson to a victory here in Heat 3. We'll move into event 30. 21-5 there by Andrew Kim on that split. Absolutely ridiculous, propelling Crimson to victory in lane 5. But that's it for the relays, folks. We'll move into event 30. Girls 13 and over, 2IM, 8 heats.
And just a reminder that the results on Meet Mobile are unofficial.
So just as though I tell you the results at Meet Mobile are where you should go, they make an announcement. They're unofficial. So what happens is obviously the times go from the system right into Meet Mobile. After the fact, they'll take a look at the sheets, and if there is a discrepancy or if somebody had a wrong time, they will update it and finally fix it. But Meet Mobile is where you will eventually find the official times. So just waiting to get going here with the 2IM. Stanley Kaiser in the building. Stanley, welcome. Appreciate you joining us here this afternoon. Beautiful WPI in Worcester, Massachusetts. Little bit of a delay here. Not sure what the deal is. And I just got an update. Clemson takes the lead, 27-21, a minute and 5 left. So Clemson will cruise to their 38th straight home win, the longest winning streak in college football. So that was a battle of undefeated teams today. I know we have quite a few Clemson alums among the Gator family who are probably very happy right now, but we're probably really nervous at some points of that game, 6-point game. So the officials are having a meeting of the minds down on the far end of the pool. I'm not really sure what is going on. We are in a delay. It's like an airplane that doesn't have a runway. So the airplane just has to taxi and circle around. I know that very well. That happened to me Thursday night, flying to Boston from Nashville. We probably flew the loop from Boston to New Hampshire and back 3 times until a runway opened up. But we're in a holding pattern. The lane assignments are correct on the screen. Lanes 1 and 10 will be open. We're still in a holding pattern. The only thing I can imagine is there were potentially some DQs in the relay for false starts. Maybe. I believe he's the head official. Bill Carline is walking some paperwork over to the scorer's table right now. Hopefully we'll be able to get the show on the road here. First heat of the 2IM. Swimmers are anxiously standing behind the blocks, ready to get going. Still awaiting thumbs up to carry on. We're about to enter our first individual event of the day. It's the 2IM Women's 13-14. Event 30, it will be Heat 1 whenever it happens. Hopefully it happens soon. I think we're getting closer, folks. Hang in there. As you can see, the swimmers are just, this must be the most nerve-wracking part. You're ready to go. You got all that nervous energy, and you're just waiting. Looks like they're doing something with the meet software, so we'll remain in a holding pattern. Maybe I'll give you some college football scores, top 25. By the time I look them up and find them. Number 3, Tennessee leads University of Tennessee Martin 65-24. 4 minutes left in the game. Number 21, Cincinnati, a 29-27 lead over SMU. A minute and 50 left. Ole Miss has the ball and is scoreless against LSU. First and goal on the LSU 6 for Ole Miss. Oregon and UCLA, scoreless. Texas, Oklahoma State, scoreless. Boston College against 13. Wake Forest, scoreless. Tulane, 6-0 lead over Memphis. It was number 2, Ohio State, a 54-10 victor over Iowa. As we mentioned, Clemson defeated Syracuse 27-21. Later tonight, you'll see Mississippi State take on Alabama. Minnesota takes on Penn State, and Kansas State plays TCU. That's the top 25 update. We are still waiting. I mentioned the Astros-Yankees. That's a 5:07 first pitch. Houston leads that series 2-0. Here we go. There's the whistles. We are ready to move on here, folks. This is Heat 1, Event 30, Women's, Girls, 13-14, 2IM. So we have a swimmer in lane 1. It's a Gator swimmer. I don't know who it is because they're not on the heat sheet. So Izzy Tangway from Solo Aquatics in lane 2 is leading the way. She's followed by unidentified swimmer. And Hazel Thomas running in 3rd right now from Gators in lane 8. Izzy Tangway from Solo continues to be your late leader, followed by the swimmer from Gators in lane 1. Izzy Tangway continues to be the leader, followed by the unidentified Gator swimmer in lane 1. I wish I knew who she was, but they're not on the heat sheet. So they may have been a late addition. If my eyes were only a little better, they do have their name on the cap. Unfortunately, it's in size 8 font, so impossible to see from up here. Izzy Tangway has turned into freestyle, so Izzy Tangway, barring some unforeseen circumstances, will be your winner here in heat number 1. Bridget Travers from Crimson has moved into second. Gator Swimmer is in third. Here comes Hazel Thomas in lane 8. She's currently in fourth. So Tangway goes to 2:35.20. She'll take our second heat. Bridget Travers will take second place from Crimson, 2:49.72. And Gator Swimmer will take third, 2:52.94. Hopefully we'll get a name for her at some point. Stanley, no heat sheet. So for those of you who are just joining us, typically at any of the meets that I run at Brown, or that I do at Brown, Alan Sanders, who runs the meets for us, will always send me via email a heat sheet because he has his own computer there. This meet is hosted by Crimson. They're using a WPI computer down on deck, and they cannot log into their personal email. So I have no way, Stanley, unfortunately, for them to send me a digital heat sheet. I do apologize. Let me see if Charlotte is coming up here in the 2IM. I'll make sure I keep you posted, Stanley. You won't miss any of Charlotte's swims, that's for sure. So we're in heat number 2 here, 13-14, 2IM. Emily Tennino. Oh, Charlotte's right here in lane 2. Stanley, here we go, buddy. Charlotte Kaiser right here, lane 2. Emily Tennino in lane 1. Charlotte Kaiser in 2. Ashley DeRoche is in lane 3. Meredith Humphreys in 4. Catherine Koval in 5. Aberlyn Quicala in 6. Phoebe Burke in 7. Anissa Turku in 8. Mary Wallace in 9. And in lane 10, it's Samara Gali from Gators. Tennino leads the way, 31:40 after the butterfly. She's swimming out of lane 1. It's Tennino and Koval right now. Catherine Koval from Holyoke leading the way. Koval and Tennino, stroke for stroke. It may be Catherine Koval leading the way ever so slightly. She leads Tennino by 0.3 of a second. Wallace running in third. They've transitioned into breaststroke. Again, Emily Tennino in lane 1, Catherine Koval in lane 5. They're about 3 body lengths ahead of the next closest swimmers. It's Tennino to the wall first, making the turn for her final 25 breaststroke. Emily Tennino, 13 years old from Gators, came in with a 2:49.53. She's starting to spread out a little bit over Koval. Let's see what that lead is. It's almost going to be 2 seconds. It's 2.5 seconds as they turn into freestyle. Final 50, and Tennino starting to put some distance between herself and Catherine Koval. So it looks like Tennino will be your Heat 2 winner. Nice swim here by Emily. Fairly new to the Gator swim team. Not new to swimming, just new to the Gator team, and it will be Emily Tennino in lane 1, who takes heat number 2. Tennino goes 2:29.32, so that's a 20-second time drop. Koval takes second. Third place will be Ashley DeRoches from Crimson. We'll move into heat number 3. There are your lane assignments. Top time coming into heat number 3 belongs to Tatum Lombardi, 13 years old from Gators, 2:32.71. She's in lane 5. And as you can see, she got a great start. So Lombardi out to the quick start, as is Mary Pierce from Crimson in lane number 8. Lombardi and Pierce It's Pierce who actually touched 18/100ths ahead of Lombardi, as all swimmers have now transitioned to backstroke. So Stanley, that's the thing with the heat sheets. I apologize. So I can tell you this though: when we are in Seekonk in November, I'll have the heat sheets again posted to my website. At the seniors championships, I'll have them. Any of the meets that Gators is running, I'll always be able to get the heat sheets, and I should be able to get them for the championship meets as well. Unfortunately, today it's just one of those circumstances where I don't have it. So in the 2IM, the unidentified Gator swimmer was indeed Ella Folks from Gators. So great job by Ella. She came in second, I believe, in the heat. So that was back heat 1, lane 1. Ella Folks from Gators. Just wanted to make sure she got her due. Coach Mike doing some yeoman's work up here to get me that information. Tatum Lombardi continues to lead the way in the breaststroke. She'll turn into freestyle here with a pretty comfortable lead. Almost 4 seconds over Mary Pierce. So it will be Lombardi who takes it. And Stanley, I'll make sure that you know when Charlotte's coming up next, even though I did a terrible job for the first race. Lombardi goes 2:29.48. It's a 3-second time drop. Stoddard second, Pierce third. Nice job by Maggie Stoddard. She was 7th after the 50. She ends up coming in second. Fiona Hughes comes in 5th. She's the birthday girl celebrating a recent birthday, 13 years old. We'll move into heat number 4. Laura Brown will come in with the top time in heat 4 from Holyoke. Stanley, I was just going to say, I don't see your son over here harassing me today like you did yesterday, but I just happened to look over to the... Oh, no, that's not Dave. No, I don't see Dave here today. He's probably here somewhere. Tegan Demers from the Tritons in lane 4 was your leader. It looks like it's Maria Alves right now from Crimson in lane 8. The top of your screen. Crimson is wearing an assortment of caps today. So they have a maroon cap, a silver cap, a white cap. So when you're used to seeing Crimson in just maroon colored caps and then you see silver and white, sometimes it gets a little hairy out there. But Maria Alves leading the way along with May Foe, her teammate from Crimson in lane 6. And it is May Foe who takes over the lead. She's in lane 6, swimming from right to left right now. Here comes Tegan Demers, who did lead after the 50. Let's see if she can reclaim that lead heading into the freestyle. She does by 18/100ths of a second. So the battle here is between Demers and Foe. Middle of your screens, lane 4 and 6 respectively. Demers in 4, Foe in 6. Maria Alves holding on to third place in lane 8 at the top of your screen. May Foe looks like she has reclaimed the lead and on her way to being your victor here in Heat 4, and she does. 2:25.84. It's a little under a second time drop. Demers takes second, Alves takes third. It's Reese Gravelin from Gators taking fourth. Heat 5 in the water. It's Maxine Cardenas from Solo Aquatics in lane 5. Has the top time. Amara Rice, her teammate from Solo, was out quick. Keep an eye on Cardenas when it comes down to breaststroke. Amelia Hukkinen leading the way, followed by Ali Wu and Amara Rice. They're your top 3. Top 4, Gallant is in the mix as well. Top 4 separated by 0.8 of a second. So not really any separation here thus far in heat number 5. We're still in the early season portion. This is meet number 1 for a lot of swimmers. Meet number 2 for a bunch as well. So this isn't a trials finals race. Swimmers still trying to find themselves as far as where they are in their training cycle and such. One thing you don't see at this meet is any tech suits or anything like that, at least for this weekend. So Emmy Hukkinen now in lane number 2 appears to be in the lead by about a half a body length. She's battling Amara Rice, and they have separated themselves ever so slightly. 0.02 of a second separate them. Hukkinen in lane 2, Rice in lane 4. The battle for first will go through one of those young ladies, and it is Rice currently with a half a body length lead, so she's extended that lead ever so slightly during the freestyle here, and Rice will cruise to victory. Amara Rice from Solo came in with a 2:22.38. She's going to drop about 2.5 seconds there. Hukkinen takes second. O'Neill, that's Taylor O'Neill from Crimson in lane 7. She'll take third. As we move into heat number 6. Allie Brenner comes into heat 6. With the top time, she's followed by Sadie Gagnon. Top 2 times coming in to heat number 6. Vivian Wienert also in the mix there for one of the top times. She's in lane 6. Cindy Ben leads the way, bottom of your screen in lane 1, followed by Claire Mosher and Ksenia Bagdasarian. Cindy Ben did a 28:59.50 fly. Now they're into the backstroke. Ben looks like she remains the leader here. We'll have to see. And she is. A little over a 1 second lead over Ksenia Bagdasarian. Claire Mosher drops down to third. She was in second. Cindy Ben looking to extend that lead in the freestyle. When she gets there, right now she's doing a heck of a job in the breaststroke. Cindy Ben, 14 years old from Crimson. 2:21.58 was her entry time. And Ben really extending now in lane 1. She will cruise to victory here in heat number 6. So Cindy Ben from Crimson will take it. 2:14.90 for Ben. That's a 7-second time drop. Sadie Gagnon takes second. Claire Mosher takes third. So Gagnon drops 0.2. Mosher's 2:19.33 represents a 4/10 time drop. So top 3 swimmers all dropping a little bit of time there. Listen, which is always good. This is an early season meet. If you're on or around your best time, fantastic. Sets you up well for the future. Vivian Molson comes into heat number 7 with the top time here in heat number 7. 2:12.69. Noah Chambers is in lane 1 from the Tritons. We expect to see her near the top as well. But it is Vivian Molson out in a 27.5 butterfly as she transitions over to back. She's followed by Wheeler and Sammy McClintock. Molson looking very strong here in lane 5, 14 years old. Again, she came in with a 2:12.69. At the halfway mark, 1:00.19 from Molson. Noah Chambers has moved up into second. So Chambers fourth after the butterfly, second after the backstroke, one of her main strokes. Emma Kawai is now moved into second in lane 4, also from Crimson. So Crimson leading the way 1 and 2 here. Molson will make the turn over to freestyle. She'll have a sizable lead on her teammate Emma Kawai, almost 7 seconds. Chambers drops down into third, 7 1/4 behind. So Molson's going to have a really fast time here. Just going over the 2-minute mark, about 5 yards to go. And Molson goes a 2:08.39. Emma Kawai takes second, Jane Wheeler third. So Vivian Molson, 14 years old, 2:08.39 as we move into our final heat. This is heat 8 of 8. Good clean start here. Top time coming in belongs to Hazel Muhaideen from Crimson. As we mentioned yesterday, she's also a Scholastic All-American, 15 years old. She maintains a 3.5 GPA or higher. And it looks like it will be Muhaideen after the fly leading the way, followed by Kong, Neely, and Abreu. Top 4 swimmers separated by 0.9 of a second. Muhaideen leading the way. I don't know. Maybe Brianna Kong has now moved into first. We'll see. Long at the wall there for Kong, and it was Brianna Kong in first, followed by Muhaideen and Abreu, top three swimmers, little under 2 seconds apart. Here comes Claire Neely from Crimson in lane 6. Strong breaststroker here by Neely. Muhaideen will be first to turn into freestyle, followed by Kong and Abreu. Hazel Muhaideen, one of the top swimmers here in New England. So Abreu starting to make a move on Kong in lane 10. Let's see if she can catch her for second. I don't think so. Going to be close, but it will be Hazel Muhaideen who takes it in a time of 2:07.83. Kong goes second, Abreu third, 2:10.47, 2:10.75 respectively. So that'll round out the girls. 2 IM. We'll move into the men's 2 IM, Heat 1. There will be 8 heats of the boys. This is Heat 1. Ryan Toner in lane 4. Cody Wong in lane 5. Bhargav Shah in lane 6. Actually, we only have 2 swimmers, so no Bhargav Shah. So Ryan Toner in lane 4. Cody Wong in lane 5. Once again, 8 heats of boys, 2 IM action. Ryan Toner from the Tritons leading the way. Ryan Toner continues to lead now, turning into the breaststroke. Cody Wong will finish up for Crimson here. 2:18.80 for Cody. Nice swim there. Ryan Toner will turn into freestyle. We'll move on to heat number 2 on the boys' side. All 10 lanes occupied here. Drake Dragon from Holyoke comes in with the top time, 2:50.63. He's 14 years old and in lane 5. Amir Almadici off to the quick start in lane 9 at the top of your screen. 16 years old from Crimson. Almadici, Dragon, Sisawath, your top 3, separated by about 3 seconds. Once again, we're live at WPI, CRIM-WCC, specialty meet with distance. In this beautiful late fall day, or early fall day, I guess you could say, still in October. Busy day here at WPI. Home soccer game, home field hockey game for WPI here today. The swim team is just across the city at Holy Cross. It's the Worcester City Championship, Assumption College, Clark College, Holy Cross and WPI battling it out in a swim meet. Amir Almadici still leading the way in lane 9 at the top of your screen. Drake Dragon trying to keep it close. He's under 4 seconds away. I don't know if he's going to be able to catch Almadici. Tarek Ben Selim is in 3rd right now. Almadici will cruise to victory here in lane 9, 2:29.11. Dragon takes second, 2:32.91. Third place, we'll go to lane 10. That's Aiden Sisawath from Crimson. That'll put a wrap on heat number 2 as we move to heat number 3. Heat 3 in the water. Kevin Garvey from Crimson comes in with the top time. 2:34.77 for Garvey. Actually, there is no Garvey, so we have a scratch. Garvey is not here, so nobody in lane 5. Lane 5 is open. Kuna Lowton in lane 3 is your leader from Crimson. It's followed by Carter Beauchesne and Tomas Alves. Kuna Lowton continues to be your leader. Here comes Carter Beauchesne at the top of your screen in lane 9. Don't look now, but here comes also Alves and Clark in lanes 1 and 2. Aiden Gifford in lane 8 also making a move. Lowton, Beauchesne, and Clark, they're your top 3. Gifford just out of that top 3 right now. Here comes Dylan Clark making a move in lane 2, and he'll pass Lowton, as does Alves. So big changing of the guard here in breaststroke. Tomas Alves in lane 1 has become your leader. Very strong breaststroker. Four-second lead for Alves over Beauchesne with about 25 yards to go. Here comes Dylan Clark now in lane 2. He was in third. He's battling with Beauchesne. But Alves is battling with no one. He will take heat number 3. Tomas Alves, 225.31. Beauchesne takes second. Clark takes third. Okay, so we're back. There was a little bit of an issue. Some folks were having an issue with that third login. That should be all set. I just did refresh the back end system. So if you were having a trouble with that third login, you should be fine now. If you're not, let me know. We're in heat number 4. Ryan Vocchio comes in with the top time, but it's Quinn Burns from Solo leading the way in lane number 6, and by a lot. Adam Wienert, I know you're out there. Jen is talking to Maya right now. Just let me know that everything's good. You're able to get your 3. Burns finishes up and takes first. Balasubramanian second. Vocchio third as we move into heat number 5. Heat 5 in the water. All crimson with the exception of lanes 3 and 4. That's Timmy Sun in 3 from Triton's. Ollie Lehman in 4 from Solo. Gabriel Segal out to the quick start. Siegel in lane 1, followed by Bingeli and Will Athanas. They're your top 3, but as you can see, it's Segal on the bottom of your screen in lane 1. So if you are on the live stream and you did purchase a 3 login package, you should be all set now. Apparently, unbeknownst to me, there was some issues where people were getting kicked off after the second login, so they were getting 2 and not 3. It seems like that issue has been resolved. I sincerely apologize for that. The good thing is if you missed anything, you'll be able to go back in after the fact and watch whatever you missed. So if you missed a little bit at the beginning of this meet over the first 45 minutes or so, you'll be able to go back in and check that out. So hopefully everything's good for everyone. You can certainly let me know if not, and of course we'll always make it right. So Gabriel Segal continues to be your leader, followed by Will Athanas. And Segal will close it up. Siegel goes 2:12.30. Athanas takes second. Bingeli takes third. As we move into Heat 6. Cale Copeland comes in with the top time here from the Tritons in lane 5. 2:09.30. He's 14 years old. Along with Ethan Ackerman-Valala, the only two 14-year-olds in this heat. Right now it's Peter Moo leading the way in lane 2 after the butterfly. He was out in a 25.9. Peter Moo, your winner of Heat 6. Cale Copeland second. Third goes to the top of your screen in lane 9, Kian Grabar. We'll move into Heat 7 of 8. Heat 7 of 8 about to start. On the boys' 2IM side, Jack Meekins comes in with the top time in lane number 5. From Crimson. Once again, if you were a part of that group that purchased 3 logins and you were getting kicked off after the second one, that should be fixed, and have no fear, you won't miss anything because you can just go back and watch what you missed. So that should be fine now. I apologize for any inconvenience on that. Seems like it was a weird little bug with one of my software providers, so I will reach out to them after the meet and make sure everything is clear there. But Again, if you missed anything, you really didn't miss anything because you can just go back and watch it from the start, or you can watch it at any point in time over the next 90 days.
In lane 1, Rowan Biles. In lane 2, George Lamb. 3,
Jack Ventry leading the way in lane number 6. Jack Meekins running in second. Carrick Shea in third, so it's all crimson all the time here. Rowan Biles in lane 1 from the Tritons. Keith Hartman in number 9 from Gators, and Brady LePage from the Vikings in lane number 10. Those are the only non-crimson swimmers here in Heat 7. Jack Ventry, Jack Meekins, 0.2 of a second apart. Carrick Shea, 0.6. So they're your top 3, and you see them. Lanes 4, 5, and 6. So Carrick Shea comes all the way back and takes first. Ventry second, Meekins third. Nice swim there by Carrick Shea. He was in third place as late as the 150-yard mark. Really strong freestyle propelled him to victory here in heat number 7 as we move into our final heat of the event, heat number 8. These are the speed burners led by Christopher G from Solo. He comes in with a 155.5. He's in lane number 5. So 5s are wild here at WPI. Keep an eye on Andrew Kim in lane 1. He swam a blistering 21.5 in that freestyle relay earlier, or the medley relay. He swam the freestyle portion. And it is Gia and Kim leading the way, 1 and 2, lanes 1 and 5.
lane 3, Henry Campbell. 4, Madvi Malinowski. In lane 5, Christopher Stia. In lane 6, Luke Giguere. In lane 9, in lane 7, Bradley Waters. In lane 8, Teddy Sun. 9, Holden Brown. And in 10, Pierce Broush.
Christopher G still leading the way. It's Matvey Malinowski from Crimson who has now moved up into second, bumping Andrew Kim down to third after the backstroke. Let's see what happens here in the breaststroke. Always a determining stroke. Typically they say if you're a good breaststroker, you're a good IMer. That usually holds true. Christopher G still leading the way and looking exceptionally strong as he extends that lead ever so slightly in the breaststroke. He is the only swimmer that's turned into freestyle. His lead is 3.5 seconds over Andrew Kim. Andrew Kim, a superb freestyler, went a 21.5 in the relay earlier. See what he can put together here. Probably not a 21.5. But a performance that will likely put him back and holding on to second place. Christopher G takes first. Kim does take second. 27.40 his split there. Third place goes to Matvey Malinowski. And that's a wrap on the IM, folks. We'll move into event number 32. Girls 13 and over 100-yard freestyle. There will be 11 heats here of the one free. First heat will find lanes 1, 2, 8, 9, and 10 open.
So this is event 32, girls 13 and over 100-yard freestyle, heat 1.
Sadie Saloy in lane 3, Hazel Thomas in lane 4, Chloe Beauregard in 5, Anna Koenig in 6, and Shauna Jiang in lane 7. Again, lanes 1, 2, 8, 9, and 10 are open. There is. So there is a swimmer in lane 2. Once again, I don't know who that swimmer is. We don't have any info on that. I feel bad. We're calling her the unidentified gator swimmer. It was Ella Folks at the first time, but I can tell that is not Ella Folks. Whoever it is blazing a trail right here, and it looks like they will be your victor. I wish I could give them their due, but they're not on the heat sheet. They're not on the scoreboard anywhere. So unidentified gator swimmer takes first, 59.93. Shauna Jiang takes second, and third place looks like it's going to be another. We had another unidentified swimmer in lane 8 from Gators, so I don't know what's going on with Gators here, but they got a lot of swimmers that aren't even on the heat sheet. Hazel Thomas takes fourth. So we had two unidentified Gators swimmers there who came in the top 3. Unfortunately, I don't know who they are. Event 32, this is heat 2 of 11. Heat 2 of 11. Stanley, just giving you a heads up, Charlotte will be coming up in heat 4, lane 1. So Charlotte Kaiser, heat 4, lane 1, just so you know. Right now it's Emily Tonino leading the way in heat number 2. Tonino once again looking strong here this afternoon. She'll cruise to victory in lane 2. Emily Tonino from Gators, 101.50. Kokolowski will take second. Miller takes third. Emily Tonino, your victor as we move on to heat number 3. Heat 3 in the water. Caroline Baker-Demock in 1. Samar Ghali in 2. No Ghali in 2. Lane 2 is open. Jill Kavanagh in 3. Mary Wallace in 4. Samantha Ikabuchi in 5. Jillian Frischette in lane 6. Meredith Humphreys in 7. Darcy Pollender in 8. Bridget Travers in 9. Phoebe Burke in lane number 10. Samantha Ikabuchi comes in with your top time. She's also one of the youngest swimmers in this heat, 13 years old from Crimson, 105.01. Ikabuchi's time. She's out in a 30.64. Kavanagh a 30.79. Wallace 4/10 behind, so they're your top 3 swimmers there in lanes 3, 4, and 5. Looks like it's going to be Mary Wallace, I believe. And it was. Wallace, Kavanagh, Ikabuchi, 1, 2, and 3. Frischette comes back to take 4th. Nice job by her. She was in 7th at the 50. Now we'll move into heat number 4. Here's Charlotte Kaiser in lane 1. Sophia Paredes in lane 2. Fiona Hughes in 3. Sherry Yee in 4. Audrey Spiridopoulos in lane 5. Margaret Stoddard in 6. Sasha Bagdasarian in 7, Una Bleckman in 8, Chloe Burke in 9, Georgia Davis in lane number 10.
In lane 1, Charlotte Kaiser, 2, Sophia Paredes, in lane 3, Fiona Hughes, 4, Sherry Yeh, 5, Audrey
Una Bleckman from solo out in a 28.74, leading the way, followed by Spiridopoulos and Yi. Una Bleckman from solo, she's in lane 8 at the top of your screen. And it will be Bleckman who takes heat number 4. 59.83, new time for Bleckman. Yi takes second, Spiridopoulos third. Lightning warfare here as we continue to move very quickly through the heats of the 100 free on the girls' side. We're in heat 5 of 11 right now. There are your lane assignments. Olivia Landers from Crimson comes in with the top time, 1:00:69 for Landers. Carbone leading the way, a tenth ahead of Landers, a quarter of a second ahead of Pierce. Soroka, Turku, Lombardi, they're all within 0.8 of a second. So top 6 all within 0.8. And it will be Olivia Landers, 1:00:35. Soroka takes second, Pierce third. So we move into heat number 6.
Heat 6.
Maria Alves, top time coming into heat number 6. She's swimming out of lane number 5. 58.92.
6, Olivia Nichols. Lane 7, Anissa Hazarika. Lane 8, Brooke Caroline. Lane 9, Mai Pop. Lane 10, Maddie Hodor.
No one separating themselves yet. Very crowded at the middle of the pool. Alves, Foe, Wu, Nichols, Hazarika, Gallant, all within a half a second. So very tightly bunched, our top 6 swimmers. Too close to call. Wu takes first, Alves second, Foe third as we move into heat number 7. Claire Han from solo coming in with the top time in lane number 5. Claire Han leading the way. 27.87 is the time she went out in. Let's see how fast she comes back. Han comfortably in the lead ahead of Hadley D'Agostino from Crimson, and it will be Han who takes it. 29.53 gets her a 57.40. D'Agostino takes second. Taylor O'Neill takes third as we move into heat number 8. Elisa Bennett from Crimson in lane 5 comes in with the top time in heat number 8, 56:32.
Cardenas, 2, Reese Gravelin. Lane 3 is Sarah Herbst. 4, Savannah Lombardi. 5, Alyssa Bennett. 6, Kelly Casabian. Lane 7, Morgan Bullen. 8, Senya Bakarasan. And 9, Emma
Bennett leading the way, followed by Kasabian and Bagdasarian. Lisa Bennett looks pretty safe here in that top spot. She's followed by Kelly Kasabian in lane 6, or she was. It looks like it's lane 8 now. Bagdasarian. But Bennett will take this one. Bennett takes first, Bagdasarian second, Reese Gravelin takes third.
Heat 9.
Heat 9 in the water, Allie Brenner comes in with the top time of Heat 9, 55:29, 17 years old from Crimson. Some good speed from top to bottom in this heat. Gagnon, Kawhi, Kraft, Brenner, Rapucci, Neely, Wienert. Davidson in lane 10, showing you her speed right now, as she is the leader. Some outside smoke at the top of your screen in lane number 10. Davidson, 17 years old from Solo. And it's Lydia Kraft now who has moved into first, and it will be Lydia Kraft who takes it. Davidson second, Gagnon third. Kraft goes a 55.91. We'll move into heat number 10, 10 of 11. Lucy Chivers from Holyoke comes in with the top time in lane 5, 53.51. She's 15 years old from Holyoke.
Lane 1, Maggie Holland. 2, Kyla Kelly. 3, Addison Ebro. Lane 4, Courtney Bogosian. Lane 5, Lucy Chivers. Lane 6, Daya Ackerman Malala. Lane 7.
It's Addison Abreu leading the way at the halfway mark, 26.51. I will give the PA announcer credit here. There's a lot of difficult names, and he is nailing even the most difficult names. So kudos to the PA announcer. So Wheeler takes first, Abreu takes second, Bogosian third. Jane Wheeler, 54.89 for the victory. We'll move into Heat 11. Our top overall qualifier, Anna Bamer, in lane 5. She is a commit to the University of Michigan.
Picks up 3, Hazel Muhiden. Lane 4, Brianna Kong. Lane 5, Anna Bomer. Lane 6, Peyton Knightley. 7, Sophie Phelps. 8, Julia Pelchet. And 9, Cara Dominici. And then 10, Vivian Molson. Next up is event 33, boys 13 and over.
Brianna Kong leading the way here.
10 heats.
This is a speed burner heat. Looks like it will be Brianna Kong. And no, it's Hazel Muhideen. She takes it. Kong second, Zhao third. We'll move into event 33. This is the boys 13 and over 100-yard freestyle. There will be 10 heats. on the boys' side. Carter Bean in lane 3, Cody Wong in 4, and Weber Chen in lane 5. It's Cody Wong leading the way right now.
In lane 1, Carter Bean. Lane 3, Carter Bean. Lane 4, Cody Wong. And in lane 5, Weber Chen.
Cody Wong will take the opening heat. 56.03 for Wong. Weber Chen will take second. Carter Bean will take third from Gators.
Heat 2.
Eden Sisawath comes into heat number 2 with the top time,
Contest in lane 3,
1:10.59.
Lane 5, Aiden Sisula. Lane 6, Joseph LaPlante. Lane 7, Tarek Bensalem. Lane 8, Jonathan Sorek. 9, Daniel Pimentel. Lane 10, Connor Downing.
Eric Zhu leading the way, followed by Sisawath. Ben Selim running in third. That's Tarek Ben Selim. Zhu and Sisawath battling at the finish, and it's going to be Aiden Sisawath who takes it. Zhu will take second. Ben Selim will take third. So good battle there.
Heat 3.
Heat 3 in the water. Steven Plotniak from Holyoke. This is the top time coming into Heat 3, 105.28. Looks like it's Colin Campbell from Crimson who's off to the quick start in lane number 6. Campbell's out in a 27.5. Campbell goes on to take it, 57.86. Dixon second, Plotniak third.
Heat 4.
Heat 4 of 10. Aiden Gifford comes in with the top time here in heat number 4. He's in lane 5, of course. 13 years old. 1:00.77 for Gifford, the entry time. It's Carter Beauchesne looking strong in lane 1 at the bottom of your screen. Beauchesne's out in a 27.5. Beauchesne battling with his teammate Kevin Wang. Looks like Beauchesne has this one wrapped up, and he does. 57.12 for Beauchesne. Wang goes 58.43. Gutierrez Martinez goes 59.03 as we'll move into heat number 5. Heat 5 in the water. Samuel Walden, top time coming in from solo in lane number 5. He's 15 years old, 56.97. It's Michael Kiao leading the way, followed by Will Athanas. Dale Perlak running in third right now, but clearly Michael Kiao is broken away from the pack in lane 4. As the sun starts to peek through the windows here at WPI, 4:54 Eastern Standard Time. And Kiao will take it, 54.73. Athanas second, Lehman third.
Heat 6.
Heat 6 in the water. All crimson with the exception of lane 3. That's Peter Root from the Amherst Tritons. And Root is out to the fast start in lane 3. Along with Brady Cam in lane 9. Matthew Smith in lane 7. It's Brady Cam at the halfway mark, 25-14, followed by Matthew Smith and the aforementioned Peter Root. Kian Grabar in fourth place, 0.9 of a second off the pace right now. Brady Cam looks to be the leader here at the final turn. And no, it looks like it's going to be Smith who sneaks in and takes first right away from him. So Smith, Cam, Grabar, Crimson goes 1, 2, 3. Root ends up in fourth.
Heat 7.
So we move into heat number 7. Breakin' Shea comes in with the top time here in lane 5. But it's Ivan Giles leading the way from solo in lane 3. Should be the leader at the halfway mark, although it looks like it might be Shea, and it is Shea. Shea, Giles, Segal, and Hartman, and Wong, Bunyar, and Shandari are top 7, 0.8 of a second apart. So not a lot of separation, with the exception of Breakin' Shea. Here comes Segal, but it will be Breakin' Shea who takes this one. 52-25. Segal takes second. Hartman all the way up to take third. He was in fourth at the halfway mark.
Heat 8.
Heat 8 about to kick off. Nick Kavik has the top time coming in lane 5. 15 years old from Gators, 51.5 is Kavik's time. He's battling with Ethan Liu right now. I think it was Liu to the wall first in lane 6 at the 25-yard mark. Kavik and Liu, stroke for stroke in the middle of the pool here. Kavik in 5, Liu in 6. Copeland and Nathanson battling for third here. Who's going to touch first, Kavik or Liu? And it will be Kavik. 51.29. Liu goes 51.49. Nathanson 52.06. So we move into heat number 9. Jack Ventry comes in with the top time, 50.09. So it's actually Girat Saingthong from Crimson leading the way, followed by Max LaRoche and Jack Ventry. Top 10 swimmers just over a second apart, so not a lot of separation here with any of the swimmers. Saingthong remains your leader in lane 6 by about a head and shoulder margin. Those long strokes, very powerful kick, and it will be Saingthong. 50.59. Ventry second, Campbell third.
Heat 10.
This is our 10th and final heat. Scoreboard has not moved forward yet. Peter Moo in lane 1, Ben Shayer in 2, Chris Hammett in 3, Carrick Shea in 4, William McClelland in 5, Matvey Malinovsky in 6, Garrett Jones in 7, Lang Gu in 8, Jack Meekins in 9, Daniel Chan in lane 10.
Next up is event 34, girls 13 and over, 200-yard butterfly. There'll be 5 heats.
Looks to be like it's Garrett Jones who will take this one, and it is 47.69 for Jones. McClellan second, Hammett third. So Gators go 1, 2, 3 there. Garrett Jones, your winner, 47.69. We'll move into event number 34. This is the girls 13 and over 2 fly. There are 5 heats of the girls 2 fly. Emily Tonino in lane 4, Bridget Travers in lane 5, Anna Koenig in lane 6. Two fly is one of the most difficult events at any point in the season, never mind in the early season here when these swimmers are swimming it. So full credit to all of these young men and women out here swimming the two fly, and it's Emily Tonino leading the way in our opening heat on the girls' side. Tonino goes 2:35.53, so nice job there by Emily Tonino. Bridget Travers will take second. She had a soft touch on the wall, so that's why you don't see her information on the screen. But it was Travers second, and Anna Koenig will take third. As we move into heat number 2 of 5, Charlotte Kaiser will be leading us off in lane 1 for this event 34. Heat 2 of 5 forthcoming. Girls 13 and over, two fly.
Heat 2.
That's Savannah Lombardi out to the fast start, looking strong here in the two fly. She comes in with the top time in this heat, 2:38.12. Lombardi continuing to look strong. She has the lead over Taylor O'Neill from Crimson right now, who's right beside her in lane 4. About a half a body length lead for Lombardi. Looks like O'Neill has now moved into the lead at the halfway mark. 1:10.87 for O'Neill. O'Neill and Lombardi continuing to battle in the middle of the pool, although O'Neill has now opened up that lead. Almost, it is a full body length. But it's O'Neill, Lombardi, and everyone else here. O'Neill begins her final 50, as does Lombardi. Taylor O'Neill will be your Heat 2 winner, 2:28.42 for O'Neill, 17-second time drop. Lombardi will finish up with a soft touch and no time. No, we got a time now, 2:36.62. It's a 2-second time drop.
Heat 3.
Heat 3 in the water. Emily Hukkinen has the top time in lane 5. Once again, this is Heat 3 of 5 of the women's 13-14 200-yard butterfly. Hukkinen at the 50-yard mark will be the leader, followed by Curley and Hadley D'Agostino. Hukkinen remains in the lead, 106.38 at the 100-yard mark. D'Agostino moves up into second from third. Curley drops down from second to third. Hukkinen remains in first here at the 150-yard mark. D'Agostino remains in second. It is now Sarah Rapucci has moved up into third. She moves 2 spots from fifth up to third. Sarah Rapucci in lane 9. Adam, that's good to hear, my friend. Thank you. I sincerely apologize for that. I'm not sure what happened. That's the first time that's ever happened. I did go into the system to refresh the number of simultaneous logins there for the folks who bought the 3 logins, and it looks like it did the trick. So glad everything's good. Hukkinen takes first, D'Agostino second, Rapucci third here in heat number 3. We'll move into heat 4 of 5.
Heat 4.
You ever get that feeling that you're part of a joke and you don't know you're part of a joke? I think that's what's happening to me right now. Heat 4 in the water. Dia Ackerman-Villala has the top time coming in here in heat number 4. We do have an open lane, 10, 9, 8, 7. So lane 7 is open. Some fast swimmers in this heat from top to bottom. Sadie Gagnon, one of them, in lane 10 at the top of your screen. Keep an eye on her, but right now it's Jane Wheeler leading the way in lane 8, out in a 28.9. Reese Gravelin in lane 1, Kyla Kelly in 2, Brooke Carline in 3, Emma Kwai in 4, Dia Ackerman-Villala in 5, Hope Zayafith in 6. Lane 7 is open, Jane Wheeler in 8, Ella Bouvier in 9, and Sadie Gagnon is in lane number 10. Wheeler remains your leader at the halfway mark. She's out in a 103.1. So Wheeler had one heck of a 2 IM. Now she turns around and swims the 2 fly, and with 50 to go has an extremely comfortable lead. 4 seconds to be exact over Ackerman Valhalla. Emma Kawai in third, Hope Zayafith in fourth. So that's a battle for third, Hope Zayafith and Emma Kawai. But no doubt about this one, it will be Jane Wheeler. So, Adam, if you or Berkshire and Nana missed anything, I'm sure you're aware you can just go back and scrub through the timeline to get what you missed, or just watch it, later on tonight. But again, glad everything's okay for you here, as Wheeler took first, Ackerman Valhalla second, Emma Kawai took third. We're at our 5th and final heat of the girls' 2 fly. Our top overall seed here, Hazel Muhaideen, 15 years old, 201.33 for Muhaideen. She's swimming out of lane 5. Tough battle in the middle of the pool there. Vivian Molson, Hazel Muhaideen, Anna Bamer. Bamer is a early decision commit to the University of Michigan. So she'll be swimming in the Big Ten next year, or this year, actually. No, next year. Not this year. Molson leading the way, followed by Muhaideen and Bamer. So the usual suspects, 1, 2, and 3. It is Claire Neely in 4th right now. Claire Mosher right behind her. Molson still leads the way over Muhaideen. Anna Bamer in 3rd. $100.09 for Molson, $100.73 for Muhaideen. They're the top 2 swimmers here. Bamer has remained in 3rd, but fallen a little bit off the pace here, set by Molson and Muhaideen. Molson and Muhaideen still continuing to battle it out now. It looks like it's Muhaideen who has moved into first. She's in lane 5. Molson's in lane 4. Who's going to come in first here? And it looks like it will be Muhaideen. 203.83. The Scholastic All-American takes first. Molson takes second. It will be Bamer who takes third. We'll move into event number 35. Boys 13 and over, 200-yard butterfly.
Event 35, boys 13 and over, 200-yard butterfly, heat 1.
There will be 4 heats here. There are your lane assignments. Lanes 1 and 10 are open. Whitaker leading the way, followed by LePage. Samuel Whitaker from Solo. Brady LePage from Holyoke. And it's Breek and Shea in third right now. Whitaker will make his final turn, still in the lead. Started a little slow, third place after 50, but really turned it on at the 100 and 150 yard mark. He'll make his turn for home. Samuel Whitaker, 16 years old from Solo Aquatics. .216.06, the time for Whitaker. LePage goes 218 flat. Battle for third. Who's going to take it? And it is Breek and Shea, 230.81. So we move into heat number 2.
Heat 2.
Heat 2 is lined up and ready to go. Jack Ventry with our top time coming in here, 217.76 from Crimson. As I look at the clock, I notice it's after 5:07, so the Astros and the Yankees are underway in the American League Championship Series. I say this only as a huge Red Sox fan. I love two teams. The Red Sox and whoever is playing the Yankees. Top of first in the Bronx. 0-0 score. Very early on. Astros lead that series 2-0. Ventry leads the way here, followed by Miller and Broush. Jack Ventry finishes up his strong swim, 208.21 for Ventry. Pierce Broush will take second. George Lamb takes third here in our Heat 2. Heat 3 is in the water and is anchored by Matvey Malinovsky in lane 5. He comes in with the top time. He's out, not surprisingly, very fast. 17 years old from Crimson, 2:08.33 the time for Malinovsky coming in. He's followed by Lanús and Lou, your top three swimmers, just over a second apart early on here in the 200 fly. But Malinovsky is wasting no time putting some distance between himself and the field. That lead over Evander Lanús has grown to well over a body length at this point as they approach the halfway mark here in the 2 fly. No change at the top. Malinovsky, Lanús, and Lou. Top three swimmers separated by just about 3 seconds. And the lead continues to grow for Malinovsky in lane 5. 50 yards to go. The lead over now Lou is 5 1/4 seconds. So Lou goes from 3rd place to 2nd. Grabar goes from 4th to 3rd. Lanús goes from 2nd to 4th. Everyone else basically stayed the same there, but it will be Matvey Malinovsky, your Heat 3 winner. We'll move on to our final heat on the 2 fly side before we move over into the girls' 100 back. Our 4th and final heat, Andrew Kim, Ryan Connors, Teddy Sun, top 3 times, lanes 4, 5, and 6. Good start there by Teddy Sun in lane 6. But it's Andrew Kim who emerges from his underwater with already a half a body length lead. So Andrew Kim from Crimson, we saw him do a 21.550 freestyle leg of his 200 freestyle relay, already putting about a body length of distance between himself and Teddy Sun and Ryan Connors. Kim, Sun, and Connors, those are your top 3, separated by about 1.5 seconds, but it's Andrew Kim. He came in with a 1:53.33, a good 3 seconds faster than the next closest swimmer, and that was Teddy Sun. At the halfway mark, it's Andrew Kim, 54.97. Sun and Connors remain 2nd and 3rd. For Sun to have a chance, he can't let Kim grow that lead any further. He's a little over a body length away. Ryan Connors a little over a body length behind Sun. Here comes Ryan Kim now in lane 2. Andrew Kim, though, with the commanding lead right now. Kim will take it home. Sun will finish 2nd, and it looks like Connors will take 3rd. So your top 3 coming in finish 1, 2, and 3. Kim goes a 1:55.47. Sun 1:58. Connors 2:02. We'll move into event 36. Girls 13 and over, 1 back. There will be 9 heats. This is heat 1 of 9. Hazel Thomas in lane 4, Viv Henry in lane 5, Anna Koenig. So there's a lot more kids in the pool than should be right now. So they snuck a couple swimmers in there. It should be Thomas in 4, Henry in 5, Koenig in 6. We do have a Crimson swimmer in lane 1. Looks like a Gator swimmer in lane 3 and a Gator swimmer in lane 7. So no clue who those swimmers are. I'll throw this to Coach Mike. I think that could be Ella Folks in lane 7. I think that's Madison Rogers in lane 3. It is Madison Rogers. So Madison Rogers takes first. It looks like Ella Folk second, Hazel Thomas third. So Gators go 1, 2, 3. So we move into heat number 2. So for some reason, Ella Folks and Madison Rogers aren't on the heat sheet for anything. They keep swimming, but they're not on the program. We'll move into heat number 2. Charlotte Kaiser will be in lane 5 here, Stanley. Charlotte Kaiser in lane 5. She comes in with the top time in this heat, 1:18.62 for Kaiser. Meredith Humphreys leading the way, followed by Charlotte Kaiser. Bridget Travers in third. Top 3 swimmers a second apart. So no real separation yet. Humphreys does lead the way from Gators, but Kaiser still in the mix, as is Bridget Travers from Crimson. They'll make their final turn for home here. Can Kaiser catch Humphreys? They're your top 2. Humphreys will take first. Kaiser will take second. Third place will go to Bridget Travers, 1:24.43. As we move into heat number 3. Cruising right along here. Event 36, heat 2, girls 15 and over, 100 back. Looks like lane 8 is open, so no one in lane 8. Dahlia Miller comes in with the top time for heat 3. 1:15 flat. She's 13 years old. Not a lot of separation here. Early on again, this is the 100 back, 4 times up and back. Darcy Pollender leads the way at the halfway mark. Followed by Burke and Wallace. Top 3 swimmers, 0.6 of a second apart. Again, here's also a little tip for those of you, I know there are some of you who say to me, Jeremy, the picture isn't clear sometimes. Well, if you look at the bottom of your screen, on the right-hand side, there's a little gear, and if you click on that gear, you can select the quality. So a lot of times you'll see that auto is selected or 720 or 480 selected. You want to be on 1080p to give you the best playback quality. Pollender takes first, Wallace second, Burke third. 9 times out of 10, that solves the problem for anyone who typically will mention to me that they're having some video issues. So just make sure you're on 1080p. That's what we broadcast in. Heat 4 in the water. Ella Bouvier comes in with the top time. Looks like there was a false touch on the touch pads right at the beginning of the race there. Amelia Gallant leads the way. Koval in second, Bagdasarian in third, Landers in fourth. So our top 3 swimmers a little over 2.5 seconds apart, but it is Amelia Gallant leading the way from solo. Looks like she will cruise to victory here in heat 4 of 9. Koval will remain in second place and Bagdasarian in third. So our top 3 were our top 3 from the beginning. Amelia Gallant, your heat 4 winner as we move on to heat 5. Tatum Lombardi comes in with the top time here, 107.75. There are your lane assignments. The Lombardi sisters having a pretty good day. Tatum and her sister Savannah both swimming very well so far today. A lot of sibling competition going on today. You see Carolina Kiang in lane 8. Her sister Allie competed this morning in the 12 and under session. Not the only siblings to compete. Ben and Ryan Connors, of course, twins on Gators, both competing this afternoon. They'll make the final turn for home. It looks like it's Jane Wheeler who continues to have herself a ridiculous day. Wins the 2IM, I believe, or came pretty close to winning it. Maybe she did. Swam great in the 2 fly, and now another heat win for Wheeler here in the 1 back. Lombardi takes second, Bender takes third. We'll move on to heat number 6. Caden McKibben, their top time in lane 5 from Crimson. All Crimson here except for Quinn Cute in lane 1, Jenna Whitaker in 8, and Claire Moshe in lane 9. Also, Emmy Hukkinen is Crimson. Izzy Tangway is in lane number 2. Vivian Molson leading the way early on. Molson's followed by Bagdasarian and D'Agostino. About 15 yards to go, and it looks like it will be Vivian Molson in lane 4. .102.86 for Molson, Bagdasarian second, D'Agostino third. Addie Carbone in lane 1, Vivian Wienert in 2, Morgan Bullen in 3, Lucy Chivers in 4, Aubrey Harrington in 5, Corinne Cartwright in 6, Elisa Bennett in 7, Sarah Herbst in 8, Maria Alves in 9, and May Foe in lane 10. It's Alyssa Bennett from Crimson right now in lane 7 leading the way. She'll be your leader at the halfway mark. Nice compact turn there from Bennett, who leads Alves by a second and Foe by a second and a half. Alyssa Bennett will cruise to victory here. Alves takes second, Wienert third. We'll go on to Heat 8. Heat 8 of 9. Emma Kawai in lane 5 comes in with your top time. Lane 4 is open, so nobody in lane 4. Pelchat in 1, Muhaidin in 2, Natishan in 3, Kawai in 5, Neely in 6, Ben in 7, Ackerman Vilala in 8, Kraft in 9, Noor Abdulel rounds out the field in lane number 10. Natishan, Muhaidin, Kawai, Pelchat, top 4, 0.6 of a second apart. This is Heat 8 of 9 on the girls' side. We'll move into the boys after this. 10 heats of the boys. It looks like it will be Hazel Muhaidin who takes first. Natishan second, Kawai third. So we move into heat number 9. It's our final heat on the girls' side. Ariana Zhao comes in unattached in the top time here, 56.18. She's in lane 5. And look at that start by Zhao. So Zhao will win this one pretty easily, 56-15. Kong takes second. Bogosian third. Abreu will take fourth.
Event 37, boys 13 over 100-yard backstroke, heat 1.
We'll move into event 37, boys 13 and over back. Ethan Corthell in lane 4, Cody Wong in 5, and that's it. Lanes 4 and 5, 2 swimmers here. Cody Wong takes our opening heat, followed by Ethan Corthell. We'll move into heat number 2. Lanes 1 and 10 will be open. A little bit of a delay here at the start. Off and running heat number 2. It's Weber Chen in lane number 2 leading the way. So Weber Chen's time didn't even register there at the 50, but he is the leader along with Aaron Walsh in lane 8. So Chen in 2, Walsh in 8. It looks like Walsh may have moved into first right now, and it will be Aaron Walsh who takes our second heat of the one back. So it looks like they're having some touchpad issues. What you see on the screen is what the scoreboard is showing, and that is incorrect.
Heat 3.
We'll move on to heat number 3. Naaman Mack from Crimson in lane 5 comes in with the top time, 1:17.04. Lee leads the way, followed by Mack and Beauchesne. Top 3 swimmers separated by 7/10. Lee takes first, Beauchesne second, Mack third. So we move into heat number 4. Just noticing here that we have 100 IMs on 13 and over side today. Didn't realize that. And tomorrow, 25 frees. So very interesting. 2 events that you typically don't see on the 13 and over side. Although there are some college swims that do the 100 IM. But the 25 free, that should be interesting because I feel anybody and everybody has a chance in that one. Grip and rip it. We're in heat 4 here. Lanes 4 and 8 are open. Perlack leading the way, followed by Campbell and Wang. Those are your top 3. Is that Dane Connor? No, it's Perlack. He'll take it, 107.38. Campbell takes second. Gutierrez Martinez takes third as we move into heat 5. I just realized I may have a laughter button on here. Let's try it. Nope, not hearing anything. Will Athanas comes into heat number 5 with the top time. Henry Chiesa, Will Athanas, Ethan Ackerman Valhalla, Mazen Abdul Nur, all the top swimmers here in this heat. Athanas, Chiesa, Abdul Nur, your top 3 at the halfway mark. I don't know what I did, but there's a countdown on my mixer here. Let's see what happens in 4 seconds. That's weird. Nothing happened. Athanas comes back and takes this one. 104.29. He was actually in the lead the whole time. Chiesa second. Abdel Nur takes third as we move into heat 6 of 10. Simon Rasinski comes in with the top time in this heat, heat number 6. Swimming in lane 5 from Solo. Good start in lane 2 by Quinn Burns, also from Solo. Rosinski comes in with a 103.45. But right now, it's Quinn Burns, Lucas Miller, and Josh Adler leading the way, separated by 0.3 of a second. So you can see them lanes 2, 6, and 7. Quinn Burns may have that lead ever so slightly at the flags and into the wall, and it will be Burns, followed by Adler and Miller. Not a lot of separation there. 0.6 of a second separated our top 3 swimmers as we move into heat 7 of 10. Holden Brown comes into heat 7 with the top time. He's in lane 5. Keep an eye on these underwaters. Brown typically has a great underwater, as he did there. Gabriel Siegel leading the way, followed by Q, Brown, Sangthong, Mu, and Liu. Top 6 swimmers separated by just about 1 second. Gabriel Siegel still leading the way. So they make their way through the final turn. Keep an eye on Michael Kiao in lane 1. He's starting to make a move here, as is Holden Brown in lane 5. Can Siegel hold on? And he does. Out touches Kiao. Holden Brown takes third as we move on to heat number 10. Excuse me, number 8 out of 10. Max Grisanti from Crimson comes in with a 59 flat. That is the top time here in heat number 8. Cam, Grabar, Copeland, your top 3. Wang, Grisanti, and Bunyar right behind them. Not a lot of separation. Brady Cam is in the lead, but as you can see, Kian Grabar very close behind in lane number 6. And it is Bunyar who comes all the way back. 6th place at the 50. He splits a 29.78. So he negative splits the back half to take first, 59.82. So great job there by Miles Bunyar, 14 years old, from Solo Aquatics, as we move into heat number 9. The old negative split for the victory there for Bunyar. Heat 9 is now in the water. Jonah Nathanson, the top time coming in, 56.39. But Andrew Kim, once again, exploding on the field. Look at these underwaters by Kim. So keep an eye on these underwaters by Andrew Kim in lane 2. Actually comes up and has about 6 strokes to the wall. Lane 2 from the bottom is who you should be watching. Check out these underwaters. So he literally goes 60% of the pool underwater, and he will cruise to victory. Andrew Kim, another impressive performance today, 54.31, dropping 4 seconds. Ventry takes second. I missed who took third there. I'll tell you in a second. And it was Ryan Cam. Heat 10 in the water. Top time coming in belongs to William McClelland in lane 5. Right now it's Bradley Waters from Solo. Matvey Malinovsky leading the way, followed by Carrick Shea, Garrett Jones, William McClellan, Lang Gu swimming unattached in lane 7, also at the top, or near the top. It appears that Bradley Waters will take this one. Waters goes a 53.87 to take first. Malinovsky second, Shea third. We'll move into event 38, girls 13 and over, one breast, heat 1 of 9. Izzy Tangway, Darcy Pollender, and Anna Koenig, your 3 swimmers in the water. There's also a gator swimmer, again unidentified. It looks like it's Madison Rogers. It is. So that was Madison Rogers from Gators, 120.69. Tangway takes second, 131.21. Pollender takes third. Heat 2 in the water. Lane 2 is open. Actually, there's another open lane. Nope, not an open lane. Swimmer was just having a great underwater. This is the 100 breast. Going to be momentarily stepping away from the mic, but have no fear. I will only be gone quick, and my daughter Avery Abreu will be filling in for me. Jiang takes first. Tonino takes second. Davis takes third. So here you go, folks. You're going to be taken through this next heat 3 by Avery Abreu. She's my 10-year-old daughter from Gators, and I will be right back.
Ooh, hello, everyone. This is interesting. Haven't been in this position in a while. Got our heat 3 swimmers on the blocks. 100 breast, one of my favorites. Let's see. So, this is interesting. It feels weird being on the mic in front of everyone. Let's see. Looks like Tatum Lombardi out in front. Let's see. Let's see who it is. Yep, want to say Tatum's in first right now. Yep. No, Tatum's in second. Olivia Landers had a better touch right there. But looks like Tatum's back on top. And coming to our final lap of this 100. Yep, it looks like Tatum might take it home. Looks like she's gonna do it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe. Yep, looks like Tatum won. Olivia Landers in second and Phoebe Burke in third. Now we got heat 4. Heat 4 swimmers on the block. Let's see who we got here. No. Sorry, you know. In first, it looks like we have Vivian Wiener. Early start, followed by lane 1. Yup, it will be Vivian at the wall. She's getting out ahead there. Keeping the lead. So I think right now it goes lane 5, maybe lane 7, lane 6. Oh, lane 10's up there. So is lane 1. But it's going to be Vivian Wiener for the finish. And I'm going to give this back over to my amazing dad, Jeremy.
There you go, folks. That was Avery Abreu, broadcaster in training program here at WPI. Hope you enjoyed Avery on the mic for a couple minutes there. So we are now into heat number 5 on the girls' one breast. Emmy Hukkinen comes in with the top time, 1:18.52. I'll have to go back and listen in tonight to heats 3 and 4 to see how Avery did. Emmy Hukkinen continues to lead the way. She'll make her final turn. Commanding lead here in heat number 5. And it will be Hukkinen who takes it, 1:17.54. Spiridopoulos takes second. Reese Gravelin takes third as we move into heat 6. Heat 6 in the water. Cindy Ben comes in with the top time. She's in lane 5 from Crimson. Cindy Ben in the lead at the halfway mark, 34-4. Libby Davidson running second and third. Let's check that Yankees-Astros game to see if we have a score yet in the ALCS, and let's hope for the Astros to be in the lead. No score, bottom three from the Bronx. Actually, no, 2-0 Houston. Bottom of three at the Bronx. 2-run homer by McCormick gives the Astros the 2-0 lead, while Cindy Ben makes it look easy here. 112.96. Nichols second, Davidson third.
8-7.
We'll move into heat number 7. Kelly Kasabian from Solo Aquatics has the top time coming in. Although it's Imara Rice right now from Solo leading the way. Rice still in the lead. She's followed closely by a few folks over there. Looks like Brianna Kong, Noah Chambers, Kelly Kasabian. Rice ends up taking it. Kong second, Chambers third. As we move into heat 8.
Heat 8.
Emma Kwai in lane 1, Maggie Holland in 2, Noor Abdelel in 3, Artina Zhang in 4. Jane Wheeler's been tearing it up today, is in lane 5. Sarah Rapucci in lane 6, Ellie Wang in 7, Maxine Cardenas in 8, Savannah Lombardi in 9, Lydia Kraft in 10. Maggie Holland out to the fast start in lane 2. She'll be leading the way at the halfway mark. She has Wheeler by 9/10, Zhang by a second and a half. And Holland continues to look strong. It looks like she will be your Heat 8 winner. Swimming out of lane 2. Wheeler's going to make a valiant effort, but it will be Holland who takes it. 110.94. Wheeler goes 111.33. Zhang goes 113.17. Holland shaves 1/100th of a second off her time. 110.94 versus a 110.95. And this will bring us to our 9th and final heat. Lane 2 is open. That's Sophie Phelps from Solo Aquatics in lane 3, near the top. 5, 6, and 7 tightly bunched. Han, Ackerman, Vilala, Cara Dominici. It's Han at the halfway mark, leading the way, followed by Dominici and Ackerman Vilala. Vivian Molson just outside the top 3, 9/10 in 4th place. Han can put it in cruise control from here. She'll take it, 108.94. Dominici second, Muhaideen third. Molson takes fourth. We'll move into the boys, 13 and over one breast as we move along here in the latter stages of our 13 and over session. Looks like we're looking for a swimmer, perhaps. Head official Bill Carline going over to look at the names and check that, and everyone's lined up right. So there is a swimmer in lane one. We don't know who it is. So lane two is open. Lane one has a swimmer who we don't know who it is. All we do know is Mazen Abdul Nur in lane 5 comes in with the top time, and Ryan Vocchio in lane 8 is leading the way right now. So that's what we do know. We'll focus on what we do know versus what we don't know. Looks like Mazen Abdul Nur has held on to his lead. Vocchio was in the lead for a very short period of time. These two have gone back and forth. But it's Mazen Abdul Nur who will take heat number 1 on the boys' side, 1:18.01. Vocchio takes second.
Heat 2.
There are your lane assignments. All 10 lanes will be occupied here in heat 2. Oh, there's the laughter button. How about that? I have a button that actually produces laughter. Didn't know that. The things that you don't know. Campbell leading the way, followed by Almadici and Naman Mack. If I'm not mistaken, I also have a scary button. Let's get silly and see what that one sounds like. All right. Not really that scary, but a little scary, I guess. To keep in the Halloween theme of things, Colin Campbell leads the way in heat number 2. And Colin Campbell will take it, 118.97. Mack takes second. Almadici takes third. So we move into heat number 3.
Heat 3.
Dale Perlak comes in with the top time from Solo Aquatics in lane 5. Carter Beauchesne looking strong right out of the cannon here. As does Shane Ritchie from Holyoke in lane 8. But right now it's Carter Beauchesne. Good effort so far. He's out in a 35-27. Ritchie in second, Glatt in third. But it's all Carter Beauchesne all the time. He leads the way. It's got about a body length and a half lead, so good job by Carter Beauchesne here in heat number 3. Came in with a 1:21.31. He's going to drop some significant time. That's good for some applause, folks. Carter Beauchesne takes it. 1:14.71 Perlak second. Glatt takes third. Wow, I'm just finding these sound effects now. This could be bad. Sounds like a fun thing to do. Of course, when I tell the bad jokes, we'll hear this. We'll hear the crickets. Oh, the things you do to keep yourself occupied on a long day. Heat 4 in the water. Gabriel Segal leading the way in lane 5. He comes in with the top time, 1:15.46. I like to keep myself amused. I have to keep myself amused or else bad things happen. Tomas Alves in lane 9 was leading the way at the halfway mark, followed by Segal and Ali Lehman. Let's see who's able to bring it home here. Looks pretty tight in lanes 4 and 5. Michael Kyow and Gabriel Segal. Who's going to touch the wall first? And it's going to be Kyow. 1:12.45. Segal goes 1:12.64. Alves goes 1:12.82. So 0.4 of a second separate our top 3 swimmers in heat number 4 as we move to heat number 5. Brady LePage from Holyoke Vikings comes in with the top time in heat 5, 1:11.01. Cruising through this, already at heat 5 of 8. Fastly approaching our final event of the day, which is the 100 IM. Aiden Wallace takes it down here in lane number 7, 1:09.16. Grabar takes second. Shandaria takes third as we move into heat 6. Peter Moo, your top seed for heat 6, 1:08.06, the time for Moo. Nick Kavik among those near the top. Nice pull out there by Peter Moo in lane 5. Moo and Kavik, but it is Kavik at the halfway mark, leading the way by 0.2 of a second. Henry Campbell in third, 1 full second behind. So Kavik, Moo, and Campbell. They are your top 3. Kavik and Moo to the wall almost simultaneously, so this is shaping up to be a good finish. Nick Kavik in lane 6, Peter Moo in lane 5. Moo has the slight advantage right now. Let's see what happens at the flags and into the wall. Who's it going to be? And it is Kavik. 107.11 for Kavik, 107.23 for Moo. Campbell takes third, 108 flat. So Kavik out-touches Moo by 12/100ths, and we'll move into heat number 7. Ryan Cam comes into heat number 7 in lane 5 with the top time. Brady Cam also here. And Andrew Kim, who's been tearing things up tonight. Christopher Hammett also near the top. Kim, Son, Hammett, those are your top 4 right now. Malinowski also, he's tied for 4th. Kim with that lightning fast turn maybe will propel him into first here. Let's see. Teddy Sun making a play. Andrew Kim. So who's it going to be? Kim or Teddy Sun? It looks like it's going to be Kim, and he continues to annihilate the competition here this weekend. Kim takes first. Sun takes second. Cam of the Brady variety takes third. So nice job by Andrew Kim, 103.37 as we move into our 8th and final heat on the breaststroke side. Then we have a little fun with the 100 IM. 125-yard length of each of the 4 strokes will determine it. Top seed coming in overall in this one breast is Christopher G. Should be a good battle here. Keep an eye on Max LaRoche, Damian Fiat-Kosarev, Roman Velez, Daniel Chan as well. A field full of fast breaststrokers here. Patrick O'Connor a little long on the wall there in lane 8. Christopher G leads the way, followed by Fiat-Kosarev, Velez, and LaRoche. So Christopher G takes it 56.99. Damian Fiat-Kosarev takes second. Roman Velez takes third. LaRoche fourth. That'll move us to our final event of the night. Event 40, it's the girls 13 and over 1 IM. 5 heats on the girls' side, 7 heats on the boys' side. Fly back breast freestyle. Una Bleckman leads the way at the halfway mark, 32.68 for Bleckman. She's followed by Baker Demock in second, Conley in third. Blackman goes to 110.61. Baker Demock 118.95. Third place will go to Conley, 127.51 as we move into Heat 2. Once again, always an exciting race, the 1IM. Not a race which we see a lot on the circuit, but we do see it here and there. Usually amongst the 12 and unders we see it. So an exciting opportunity for the 13 and overs to swim in a fun race, the 1IM. We're ready to go with Heat 2. So once again, for this 1IM, 25 fly, 25 back, 25 breast, and it finishes up with a 25 free. Adia Turku from the Tritons leading the way, followed by Pollander and Turku. So Anissa in lane 4, Adia in lane 5. And right now it's Adia leading the way from the Tritons. She'll make the turn for home, and it will be Adia Turku taking first by a large amount. So nice job there. This piece of swimming by her. 110 flat. She came in against a 116, so that's a almost a 6.5 second time drop. Her sister Anissa takes second. Pollander takes third. We'll move into heat number 3. Mary Pearson, lane 1. Maddie Boder in 2. Ella Bouvier in 3. Maggie Holland is in lane 4. Addie Carbone in 5. Quinn Cute in 6. Sasha Bagdasarian in 7. Aratina Zhang in 8. Sophia Paredes in 9. And Valerie Williams in 10. It's Maggie Holland with the huge lead. Like she got shot out of a cannon here, and she's about to move into breaststroke. This would be her best stroke. Holland came in with a 112.36, pretty much even with most of the swimmers, or at least the top 4 swimmers here, but she's built up a big lead on the next closest swimmer. It's Artina Zhang from Crimson. So Holland will be your Heat 3 winner. 103.03, so great time there by Holland for the Heat 3 victory. Move into heat number 4. Koval in 1, Kasabian in 2, Knightley in 3, McKibben in 4, Pelchat in 5, Wu in 6, Bullen in 7, Brenner in 8, Alves in 9, Herbst in lane 10. It's Julia Pelchat, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it is Pelchat out to the early lead. Big lead. Almost 2 seconds over Alves. 2 full seconds over McKibben. So just like Holland in the last heat, Pelchat has built up a pretty big lead here. Will not relinquish it, especially going into the freestyle. Extremely strong freestyler. So Julia Pelchat will be your Heat 4 winner. 104.05 for Pelchat. That'll take us to heat 5 of 5, so we're last heat of the girls, 7 heats of the boys, and that'll be a wrap. McClintock in 1, Bogosian in 2, Zayafith in 3, Abreu in 4, Zhao in 5, Bamer in 6, Natishan in 7, Shivers in 8, Cardenas in 9, Cartwright in 10. Zhao, Bogosian, Abreu, your top 3 at the halfway mark. They'll turn for home in the freestyle here. It looks like it's Ariana Zhao in first. So Zhao takes first, Abreu takes second, 102.16. Bogosian takes third, 102.62.
Event 41, boys 13 over 100-yard IM, heat 1.
We'll move into the boys. Final 7 heats of the afternoon, folks. Once again, we appreciate you taking the time to join us here at AbreuMediaProductions.com. We'll be back tomorrow morning for a 9 o'clock start. So that means we'll be on the air at 8:45 for the 12 and unders. To put the finishing touches on what's been a great early season meet here at WPI. An opportunity for the swimmers here to get an early season checkpoint on their training, on all of their progress thus far leading up to this meet. Of course, seniors not too far away, about 6 weeks away, maybe 7. Jurat Saingthong will take first. Peter Moose second here. 100-91 for Saingthong. So this was a weirdly seated Saingthong. So none of these swimmers had times, but if you look at their times, they should have been probably in one of the final heats, well, probably the last heat as far as Saingthong is concerned, 100-91. Saingthong So heat 2 in the water. Stephen Plotniak from Holyoke comes in with the top time. Hector Nieto leads the way in lane 2 from Crimson, followed by Wang and Chen. Nieto already on his way back. He will be your Heat 2 winner. What was his time coming in? This is a great swim for Nieto. 126 was his time. He drops 24 seconds. Kevin Wang takes second, Hutchinson third. So we move into heat number 3. So Matthew Smith will be in lane 1, Shane Ritchie in 2, Simon Rosinski in 3, Ethan Byram in 4, Aiden Giffen in 5, Kunal Lotan in 6, Wyatt Lee in 7, Christopher Raymond in 8, Kevin Garvey in 9, Aaron Kennedy rounds out the field in lane 10. Right now it's Matthew Smith in lane 1 with the early lead, I think, and he is 12/100ths over Raymond, who's in lane 8. So lanes 1, 8, and 3 is where you find your top 3 swimmers halfway through this 1IM. Good battle here between Smith and Raymond. Who's going to touch first? And it is Raymond, 10017. Smith goes to 10093. Rosinski, 103.93 as we move into heat number 4. 4 heats left, about 4 minutes left. The only thing left between you and enjoying the rest of your Saturday evening is these final 4 heats. Ryan Connors comes in with the top time in heat 4. He's in lane 5. Nice underwater there by Connors. Puts him into the lead right away in lane 5, excuse me. He'll transition into backstroke, and Connors, just a man on a mission here. In lane 5, he's built up about a body length and a half lead. This will be the great test. He'll make the turn into breaststroke. It's only a 25, and Connors looks strong, so Connors should be your Heat 4 winner. Impressive performance by Connors, 57.62. It's good for first there. Shandaria takes second, Bingeli takes third. As we move into heat number 5, once again, if I haven't said it a million times already, thank you for taking the time and supporting Brew Media Productions. Without you, there would be no live stream, so we certainly appreciate all of your patronage and support. Hopefully you're having a good experience on the broadcast. Of course, if there's something wrong, reach out to me. You can reach out to me through my Facebook page, through the website, or at livestream at abrewmediaproductions.com. We haven't really gotten into the social media yet, but we need to. As a one-man show, we'll start putting some highlights together. Michael Aljamal leading the way, followed by Burns and Lou. Ben Connors in 4th right now. He's in lane 8. Actually, Connors was in 3rd. Ethan Lou will take it in lane 10. It will be Connors taking 2nd. Burns 3rd, 101.21 for Connors. Final 2 heats of the evening. This is heat number 6. Pierce Broush in lane 5 comes in 1:00.75, fastest time in this heat. So that's lane 6, Jack Meekins. Out to the very early lead. Meekin, Segal, Cam, your top three in our penultimate heat of the evening. Here comes Damian Figet Kosarev. So he moved into first during the breaststroke, and it looks like Figet Kosarev will take this sub 1 minute, 57.20. Meekins goes 57.57. Cam goes 1:00.30 and brings us to our final heat of the evening, folks. Heat number 7.
Heat 7.
Luke Jagir comes in the top overall qualifying time, 55.38. So keep an eye on him in lane 5. Don't blink or you'll miss all of the action in this heat. Look at Andrew Kim continuing. So it will be Andrew Kim in our final race of the evening, taking first. 53.76 the time for Kim. Shea takes second. William McClellan notches third. And that will do it, folks, from WPI for our day 2 of coverage of the CRIM-WCC specialty meet with distance. We appreciate you taking the time to join us Friday night, Saturday morning, and now Saturday afternoon. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 8:45. That will be for the 12 and under session. The 13 and over session, I believe, starts at 1 o'clock, and it's scheduled to be done at 4:45. So on behalf of all my helpers today, Jennifer Abreu, my lovely wife, Avery Abreu, my daughter, who filled in and did a great job filling in, Tracy Gagnon, who manned the camera switching most of the afternoon here. I am Jeremy Abreu. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Once again, we appreciate your time, and we'll see you tomorrow morning from WPI.